YouTube, what's good, man? It's your boy Swain, and I'm back with another video, man. I'm gonna dive right into the topic today, man. You know, there's an issue going on in this red pill manosphere community, right? And me being a red pill channel, I'm gonna address it because one thing I don't like is fake shit. The whole reason we even fuck with the red pill is because it's truth. And what I'm seeing is that it's getting this community is getting saturated with simp ass motherfuckers who pretend to be alpha males, hiding behind their fame and clouding their fucking subscribers. Now, I'm not naming no names on this video because I'm not that type of dude. I don't want to gain clout or popularity by downing what the next man is doing. But however, I will address, you know what I'm saying, the issues that I'm seeing, and if the shoe fit, then you wear that motherfucker. Alpha is not something you be. It's not something you be because you got a nice car. It's not something you be because you got a blue check on Instagram. It's not something you be because you get a podcast and you invite women on your podcast. Or you get women because you do have a podcast. Alpha is not something you be because you got a lot of women. Or you sleeping with a lot of women. Or you got a lot of money. That's not the fuck what alpha is about. Alpha is the mentality. Alpha is a mindset. Alpha is a mindset that you adopt, and that's how you live your life. Abundantly, bro. Why the fuck do you think the Bible addresses the Messiah as the Alpha and the Omega? I'm going to use this piece of biblical scripture and text because it's the most popular. It's the one that most people understand. But why do you think in that book, the Messiah is described as the Alpha and the Omega? Because through him, you are promised abundant life. So when you think abundantly, mentally, that's alpha. And I have to address and really speak on the true definition of alpha because it's getting overshadowed by these men who are self-proclaimed alpha males, and it's ruining the red pill community. It's ruining the manosphere. I'm doing this video because I had a dude comment under one of my pictures. I mean, one of my YouTube videos, and he said, "What do you alpha niggas have against black women?" I did a video on why black women like thugs. And see, here's the thing about that. First of all, bro, if you watching this video, you know, and I'm not going to say your name or nothing like that because it ain't about that. This is a learning experience. And we all learn, and we all are supposed to be learning each and every day. That's why I created my channel, to enlighten men on their thinking. So I'm not going to down you because I don't agree with your thought pattern. But however, I will give you a gem, and if you take it, you take it. And if you don't, then that's up to you. First of all, bro, I've never proclaimed myself to be alpha, self-proclaimed myself to be alpha, because I don't even believe in that shit. I only speak on alpha and beta because it's for conversational purposes, and it's words that people understand for, you know, making points in videos and conversations. But to keep it 100 with you, alpha and beta wouldn't exist if men were actually fucking men. If men actually thought abundantly and accepted the role of being a man, there would be no such thing as alpha and beta, right? It'd just be men, because it's all about how you think. It's how you respond to what happens to you. But here's the sad part. Here's what's sad on your end. You really honestly think holding women accountable or speaking on the facts of modern women in society is bashing women. Want to know why? Because you got a simp-ass mentality. See, I can tell that women have influenced your thinking, because the only two types of people who don't like my channel and what I say is a woman who is not accountable, who is illogical in her thinking, and the fucking simp. The man who thinks a woman can do no wrong and he doesn't want to call her out on anything she does. He just wants to let her be. Happy wife, happy life mentality. That's how you were probably raised. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times you see this mentality from men who were raised by women. Because see, a lot of times the woman will raise her son to be that very man that she despises, the fucking simp. But she'll raise him to be that. And with this thinking, you think that men who speak vocally about the elephant in the room that nobody wants to talk about because you're so fucking into your fucking feelings, that I'm bashing women. See, one of the number one things I think that we need to understand is men who want to or aspire to be alpha is that, bro, balance is everything. I don't know any problem in life that isn't resolved or doesn't end with balance or doesn't result in balance. Balance is the key. So for you to think that women are not essential, you've lost your fucking mind. My channel is not about women not being essential. It's about the dark side of reality as it pertains to female nature, the dark side of female nature that we wasn't taught, the matrix that we must unplug from so that we can understand the truth in society. Red pill is just truth. And unfortunately, it's uncomfortable. So when people are uncomfortable with the truth, they tend to shame. Alpha is a mentality. It's a state of mind, right? And it's abundant in its thinking. See, a man, fellas, is not judged off what happens to him or what he has. He's judged by how he responds to what happens to him and what he loses. That's alpha. Because you have a lot of guys today who hide behind their clout, who hide behind their car, who hide behind, you know, whatever little fame or money that they have. And their confidence is purely cap as fuck. And I can see right through that shit. It's cap. You have to be abundant in your thinking. Even when it seems like being abundant in your thinking don't exist. Even when it seems like it can't be possible. What's hard for a lot of men to do is see that version of themselves winning when they losing. And it's easier said than done. I'm not going to lie. You have to condition your mind for this. Which is why you just can't watch a YouTube video or a red pill video and all of a sudden call yourself red pill and fucking alpha male, because becoming red pilled and understanding the red pill takes time. Adopting the alpha mentality takes time. And I'm going to tell you guys, you will never adopt this mentality if you don't embrace struggle. Whatever your struggle is in your life, defeat. You know what? You want to know what brings on the true alpha energy? Failure. Fucking failure. That brings on the true alpha energy, because what it's going to do is it's going to cause you to improve and become the best version of yourself. But in order for you to do that, you have to accept the truths. And we all have truths about ourselves. It's called facing your shadow. We all have a moment in life where we got to face our shadow, where facing that motherfucker sucks because the truth about you hurts. That's why it's not a lot of people who have this thinking. That's why it's way more people who are average versus people who are above average, because, you know, facing your shadow and becoming the best version of yourself is fucking hard to do. That's alpha. Not because you go out and buy a fucking McLaren and now you alpha, or you got a podcast that everybody is fucking subscribing to and now you a fucking alpha male. Let me tell you something, bro. Money, success, fame, and clout do not unlame a nigga. Real men can see right through that shit. Because that's not what masculinity is about. That's not what manhood is about. That's not what the alpha mentality is about. You cannot fake confidence. You cannot fake that shit. Confidence comes from improving. This is why I talk about that shit all the time. You come to a point in your life where you get tired of sucking. You come to a point in your life where you get tired of being a fuck up. And you know what that does? It lights a fire under your ass to improve. You start hitting the gym. You start being more calculated in the decisions you make. You start saving money, building businesses, networking, building things with people around you who have the same mentality. And then the result is becoming the best version of yourself. A fucking simp, he ain't gonna do that. And unfortunately, a lot of simps are infiltrating this red pill community and pretending and masking their insecurities with pseudo words like, I'm an alpha male. Fucking red flag. If you ever hear a man call himself a fucking alpha male, he ain't. Because it's not something you call yourself. You don't self-proclaim yourself that. I'm going to tell you what determines that. The people around you, the way women respond to you, and the lifestyle you live. All of that shit is going to determine whether you alpha or not. Assess that and you tell me if you alpha. See, becoming an all-around alpha, that shit take years and that shit take time. Are you man enough to admit that you that, and are you not that? Are you man enough to really admit where you truly are in life and face that shit? I am. There's things in my life that are not alpha at fucking all. But you want to know why? You'll never be a complete, true, all-around alpha, because guess what? Knowledge is infinite, motherfucker. And you will forever improve as long as you live, or you should be. You always are going to learn. You're going to have times where you fall off. But you be alpha mentally. That's where you be alpha at. You at the workplace and you are entry level worker, and your boss make 300,000. Who's the alpha, him or you? Financially, they'll say he is. But maybe he's not, because abundantly and mentally, he ain't got that shit. He could lose his fucking job and he be the nigga that jump off the bridge and kill himself. That's not alpha. Because I told you, see, a man's character is based on how he responds to what happens to him. And that's what I want you guys to get from my channel. Downing women ain't what I'm about. Exposing the toxicity of women in modern society, oh hell yeah. Because not knowing that shit can fuck you over as a man. But to think a woman is useless and to think a woman is not necessary in life, I don't agree. Because you must understand unison. You must understand balance in this realm. Everything is about yin and yang. And if you consider yourself alpha, that's the first key to this motherfucking realm that we live in right now. That's one of the laws of the land. That's one of the greatest laws of the land, bro. Or laws of the universe, whatever the fuck you want to call it. That's law. Balance. So you get these guys who wasn't getting women before they were successful. And you can clearly look at a lot of these dudes and tell they fucking goofies and lame as fuck. And then they influence guys with their red pill content, they so-called red pill content. But see, nigga like me, I can see right through all that fake shit. I ain't rich. I don't got a blue check. I don't have a problem with women. I don't. See, you got a lot of dudes who they don't really have it like that with females, and then they get these platforms and they down women. Women ain't shit. Women ain't... When that's absolutely not true. Of course, we're going to understand female nature. We're going to understand hypergamy. Now, that shit exists. But the better you become as a man, bro, you'll start to see women respond to you differently, because to keep it above with you, you got all these guys talking about, and some guys gonna see this video and say I'm motherfucking pandering. Nigga, I don't give a fuck. Say what the fuck you want to say. But how you gonna say that you need a woman to submit to you when you ain't giving her nothing to submit to, bro? You ain't gave her nothing to submit to. You not changing. You not evolving. You not improving, nigga. She see you and she see a fucking loser. See, the only difference between a loser and a winner is fucking time. That's it. That's why being at the bottom don't bother me, because I know when you keep putting in that time, you keep putting in that work, you're going to be at the top. It's consistency. Being consistent is what most of us never stick to. Oh, this is why I don't feel inferior when I'm around a guy who's a millionaire. This is why I don't feel inferior when I'm around a guy who got, 400,000, 500K subscribers on YouTube and I only got barely 900. You think I give a fuck? Because guess what? That motherfucker put in time. He worked for it. Can't hate on another man's success, bro. You don't feel inferior when you understand the concept of time, because any man can fucking improve. Understanding that you can improve, that's alpha. You ain't fucking alpha because you got six-pack abs and you take dope pictures and you got likes on Instagram, nigga. A lot of you niggas is weak as fuck mentally. Then you want to bash women and shit. Or maybe you don't bash women. Maybe you just hide behind pseudo words like alpha male. There's a whole lot of shit with this red pill, Manosphere community that I don't fuck with, because a lot of it ain't genuine, bro. And then on the opposite side of the spectrum, you got simps. I told you, simps ruin the world. Simps ruin the fucking world. A man that can't face his shadow, a man that can't accept truth, a man that lives to prove himself to women, that's a fucking simp. You're not a simp because you do nice things for the women in your life, bro. How the fuck does that make you a simp? As a man, you're supposed to provide. If you got a woman in your life and she's providing peace and her femininity is on point, why the fuck you can't do nice shit for her? That ain't simping. Simping is when you do shit in hopes to get on her fucking good side. See what I'm saying? You don't really got a lot of guys really explaining the true definition of all these things that they think they know about. Balance is I'm gonna tell you something, man. Without balance, you ain't got shit. Nothing is never completely one way. The world don't work like that. It's never morning all the fucking time, and it's never night all the time. They take turns. You know what I'm saying? They each got their time that they give to the world and the universe, bro. And we use the night for certain things and we use the day for certain things. So if you are a man, I'm alpha male, I don't need women. What the fuck is you talking about, you fucking goofy? What you talking about, bro? Don't allow the fake to influence your reality, because you're gonna lose every time. That's it for the video, fellas. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, man. Until next time.